welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be doing a PatrickStarrr transformation. I never really look this glam, but I feel like I had to get in the zone because I'm gonna be reviewing the entire PatrickStarrr x MAC collaboration. I honestly didn't expect to get this in the mail. It was a pleasant surprise, so thank you so much to MAC Cosmetics Canada and MAC Cosmetics for sending this my way. I normally don't get like full PR packages from MAC, so this was like super exciting. This is what it looks like over here. Oh god, it's really big. Don't we look like similar though? Wait, I need to do the... Okay, we are safe. So he came out with a powder, which is probably the most exciting part of this entire collaboration. What is this called? Patrick's powder. And you guys will have to watch the video to see what I think about it. He also came out with 2 eyeshadow palettes, which I will be using both in this. He came out with 3 lip glasses, 3 lip liners, and then 3 actual lipsticks, and they all have like custom packaging, which I think is like so pretty. It's like this chrome and white. So yeah, in this video basically I try out everything, including the eyeshadows, the powder, all the lipsticks. I swatch them as well, and I kind of tried to recreate this exact look that PatrickStarrr came with that PatrickStarrr had on in the campaign. How do you think I did? I got it like, what did he do? Like, what do you guys think? But anyways, I just had a lot of fun creating this, so I hope you enjoy it. Real quick before we jump in, if this is the first time you're checking me out, I would love it if you subscribed down below. Just click the little subscribe button and you can join this family over here. I would really appreciate that. And give this video a like if you guys enjoyed it. But without further ado, let's jump in. So concealer is applied. Now we're going to be going in with the powder. This is a little close-up. I love the packaging. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It has his little signature over here and beautiful chrome top. So it's called Patrick's powder. It's supposed to be colorless, although now that I'm looking at it, it has sort of like a pink tinge to it. It's like a little bit peachy, but this is supposed to be a colorless powder. It's ultra fine with a matte finish, and it retails for $34 US and 38 Canadian dollars, which actually is pretty good for setting powder. I know the Laura Mercier is like around 50 something Canadian. And I'm gonna go in with a separate beauty blender and take a little bit of that. I always use a damp beauty blender. I get so many questions about that. I always use a damp beauty blender. Wow, right off the bat, I can definitely agree that it is like a super fine powder. And it like blends into my skin tone so nicely. It reminds me a lot of my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal setting powder, which if you know my channel, you know I've been loving that, especially in the wintertime. But dare I say it, I feel like I like this even more. Like it literally blended so easy, and I think that's because it is so fine. Baby girl, you're so damn fine though. Like there's no room for it to be ashy on you. I'm gonna put it on my smile lines. Some on my forehead right over here. A little bit on my cheek because I am gonna be bronzing. Basically just stamping it all over the face. But I'm not gonna put like too much. Now that is over the face, I'm gonna take my big powder brush and just sort of like blend that in. It looks very good. It definitely kept my skin very matte, but it looks very like airbrushed. Like it looks very poreless, and I really love that powder. I'm gonna bronze a little because my face without bronzer is just not cute. So I'm just using my Bobbi Brown bronzer in the shade Deep Number 4. I'm just contouring my nose slightly because Patrick's nose always looks so snatched. So I'm just using my Makeup Forever Artist face color. Okay, so I'm very pleasantly surprised with that powder. I really like it. I'm definitely gonna continue using it. And the thing I like the most about it is that it's so finely milled, you can hardly tell that you have like a powder on. It just mattifies everything, makes everything look super smooth. Looks good on all different skin tones because it looks good on me. It's very finely milled, so I would assume it would look good on like even deeper skin tones or lighter skin tones, obviously. And also it doesn't feel drying or tight on the face, which I really love. So Props to you, Patrick. You made a really, really great setting powder. So this first one over here is the PatrickStarrr Glam AF eyeshadow quad. And this is what it looks like. So it has 4 different shades over here. And the shades are Brulee, Oh My God, Saddle, and Embark. To be completely honest, I'm not too familiar with MAC eyeshadows. Now all of these shades sound very, very familiar to me because I just have heard them on YouTube pretty much all my life since I've been watching YouTube. But I never just had the money to invest in MAC eyeshadows. So this is really exciting for me. The only ever MAC eyeshadow that I purchased with my own money was All That Glitters because everyone and their mother was talking about it. So I saved up all my money and I bought it, and I used the crap out of that. Like, if you were a subscriber of mine from the very beginning of my channel, you would know I use that all over the eyes. I use that as my highlight. Like, I literally used that shadow for almost everything and every single look that I did on this channel. But anyways, that's just a little mini story. The second one over here is Goalgetter. And this is what it looks like. Very, very beautiful colors. And then the shades in here are Soft Brown, Amber Lights, Swiss Chocolate, and I'm Into It. So I believe PatrickStarrr actually created, I'm not sure if he did one in each palette, but I know for a fact he developed Oh My God. I think that might be the shimmery one in here. And then he also possibly did I'm Into It. First things first, I'm gonna go into the shade Soft Brown, which I believe is this one over here. This is actually crazy that this is one of my first times using MAC shadows. Like, it's kind of crazy since I've been doing YouTube for this long, but I am still very, very excited. This blended really beautifully. I really like this. I thought it would be too light for my eye, but I think it's like the perfect transition shade. The thing that I really like about this entire collection is that he chose colors that would work on like a wide variety of skin tones. And that was kind of his motto for this entire collection, and kind of MAC's motto as well. So I think it was like a really beautiful collaboration. So next, on the same brush, I'm gonna go into this shade over here, which I believe should be Saddle. Sorry, all my brushes are dirty. I really have to clean them. I'm gonna take this shade over here, which I think is called Embark. I'm gonna be using this brush instead, which is a Sigma E38. And I'm kind of doing this in a V shape because I want to kind of bring it out over here after we initially place the color down. I'm gonna blend it out kind of more like this way. So on the same blending brush that I used earlier, I'm gonna take the shade Saddle and use that to kind of blend that shade out. I'm gonna be taking this shade over here called Brulee and just put a little bit on my brow bone. So I really wanted to use Amber Lights because that is also a shade that I remember everybody and they mama talking about back in the day. But I do want to use the shade that PatrickStarrr actually made, which is Oh My God. I'm going to start off with my finger and then see. Wow, that is pigmented. Okay. This is like so not an Aysha look, but we're going to go with it. Okay, we're trying something new. We're being adventurous, okay? Please don't fail. Okay, I'm just going to add Amber Lights because as much as I love this, my teenage self would have wanted this. I'm just gonna focus this on the middle though. I'm not gonna go in the inner corner. Ooh, yes, I love that. It's everything I imagined it to be. I don't know what it is about shimmers and like lid colors, but I cannot apply them like with a normal brush anymore. Like I have to use my fingers. I don't know why. I'm gonna work on my lower lash line now. But basically what I'm going to be doing is just taking all the matte shadows that I used, which was, what did I use first? Soft Brown, Saddle, and then Embark, and I'm just going to put that on my lower lash line. And then it looks like he has a brown liner on his lower lash line, so I'm going to be using, surprise, surprise, brown liner. I don't know what accent that was, but the liner that I'm using is by Bobbi Brown in Hazy Brown. I'm also gonna take that liner and put it on my top lash line. So I feel like this eye look needs a little bit of glitter. So I'm gonna take this over here. This is the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. I'm gonna use a little synthetic brush and just kind of pat that in, but making sure it's not like chunked up in there because I don't want any chunkies. I don't want any chunks. I just kind of want like an iridescent glitter all over the eye. Okay, now that I have glitter all over my face, I'm gonna take my brush and try my best to sweep all of that off. So it doesn't actually look like Patrick's wearing any liquid liner, but since we are applying lashes, I'm gonna just apply a very thin strip right on my lashes, just so that when the lashes go on, they're kind of concealed. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what liner I'm using, this is Carbon Black by Bobbi Brown. For mascara, I'm using this one by Estee Lauder, and it is the Scrumptious Extreme Lash Multiplying Volume Mascara, and I'm just gonna do a very thin coat just to act as a base for our lashes. I have these ones over here by Velour, and these are in the style Wisp It Real Good. This is what they look like. He's wearing very, very dramatic lashes, so I kind of want to mimic that. So the lashes are on. I feel like that definitely just made the entire look. I'm just trying to like plop them up a little more. These are very dramatic, as you can see. I'm going to be using this new highlighter. It's from the Bobbi Brown holiday collection. This packaging though is freaking flawless. This is in Moon Glow. I'm not actually sure what Patrick has in his inner corner. It might actually be the one that he made, oh my god. So I'm actually gonna try that first. Actually, you know what? That worked out quite nicely, so I'm just gonna use oh my god. Just on top, just to add a little bit more shine, I'm gonna take the Moon Glow by Bobbi Brown. Since it is the holiday season, if there's one thing you are looking for, like makeup wise, like a luxury item or something, just to treat yourself, please treat yourself to a highlighter by Bobbi Brown, because since trying Bobbi Brown highlights, like they're just my favorite. I never use any other highlight anymore. They're just so, so good. Not even just Moon Glow. My favorite is definitely Bronze Glow, so if you can get your hands on that, like, don't even think twice. It will be your favorite highlighter, especially if you have a deeper complexion. It doesn't even look like he's wearing too much blush. It looks a little pink there, but nothing like too crazy, you know? So I don't want to use too much blush. And then for highlight, I'm actually just going to use the Moon Glow highlight. I'm going to use this more like dual fiber brush to like really just kind of focus it right here. Softly bring it back as well, kind of in a C shape. And then also right over here where the light like naturally hits right over there, I'm gonna add some highlight so it's like extra banging, you know? And just add a little bit right at the tip of the nose like this, and then kind of like an exclamation point. And then before we work on the lips, I'm gonna spray my face with some MAC Fix Plus. I just kind of put it into this bottle because I like this sprayer better. This will just help to like melt all the powder into everything. The first one I'm gonna apply is like the baby pink one. So this is She Better Work, the matching gloss. The lip liner for this one is Edge to Edge. Wow, this is a bright ass pink. Okay, definitely not an Aysha color, but we're gonna make it work. Okay, so this is She Better Work. Definitely not a color that I would gravitate towards. He did come out with a brown lip liner in the collection. So actually, you know what? Let's try that on with this. Really sloppy job at lip liner, but as you can see, that definitely toned it down a little and made it look slightly more wearable. So there it is with the gloss. I actually think this looks really, really pretty. Like, again, not my type of color. Like, I personally probably wouldn't go for this type of look, but it's definitely not unflattering. It looks really pretty on the lips. So yeah, moving on. So the next shade is gonna be the red. It's called Brick. And then we have a lip gloss in Patrick Woo, and then also the matching lipstick in Patrick Woo. I actually really love the lip liner shade. I will definitely be using that for all my reds in the future. And then Patrick Woo, I guess they kind of did a play off Ruby Woo, and I did swatch them side to side, and this one looks a little more on the orange side. It actually looks exactly like my sweater color. So this is a super flattering red. I really like this color. And last but not least, we have MamaStarrr, which I think is so cute that he named it after his mom, the matching lip gloss, and then we have Mahogany Lip Liner. My lips are drier than the Sahara Desert right now. Jeez. That is what MamaStarrr looks like on the lips, the lipstick. And then I just realized I forgot to put on the gloss earlier, the red one. So I'm just gonna swatch it on my hand so that you guys can see it. It's the exact same shade as the lipstick, but it's just a gloss. So just imagine that the lip color that I had on earlier was glossy. So there is the shade MamaStarrr. I am obsessed with this lip color. I'm sorry it looks so neon in the viewfinder, but I promise it's not. It's like this very beautiful kind of brownie pinky nude. I think it is so perfect for like women of color in general. I mean, don't get me wrong, this would still look good on people with fair skin, but I feel like this color was developed with women of color in mind. Do I look like PatrickStarrr yet? That was really obnoxious. So I'm actually very impressed with this entire collection. Obviously it's MAC, so majority of the products are standardized, like the eyeshadows, the lipsticks, the lip glosses, everything like that. So it was amazing, of course. But then I actually probably like this the most out of the entire collection. And then also the MamaStarrr lipstick and the lip gloss and the lip liner, the Mahogany Lip Liner. Those are definitely like must-haves for me. So if you do want to support Patrick, or you just really like how this look turned out and you want to try something from it, I would highly recommend the powder and then this lip combo, because it has just given me life right now. Like, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a big thumbs up. And if you are not a subscriber of my channel yet, I would really appreciate it. I notice that a lot of people that watch my videos are not subscribers. So if you are one of those people, then please just consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it if you join the fam. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will have the links to all the products as well as the prices down below. This did launch in North America already. It launched on December 14th, so it is in all stores in Canada and the US. And it'll be launching sometime in February internationally in select MAC stores, so just keep that in mind. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye everyone!